Okay, for main church will be a na mesamo bibi akwaba and fambra and kasa TV so and kasa kasa bosina edu susisi for ye mo ye nese muntenti mi yakwaku pi mo ye kin ofori ata akachi na kin ofori ata hwan or ye former financial minister tamana MPP amanu ko aban mu no na a former minister, a national minister, a financial minister at the man, a man Konkuno Ghana. Nebusian for better about say OSP, Office of the Special Prosecutor, Kisi Ejabin, a declared wanted in the say any Sankutua, a better about say a year, Kino Furiata so called Amanone, Abuchi Equa question on Yari, no sin on tona. Ọba bepie mu ɔman Ghana mu ase na deɛ ɛyɛ OSP ɛwɔ de ma no bi anaasɛ nsɛm a ɔka to no so bi a ɔwɔ ano yie ɔde ba abɛto abɔnten na ankyɛ ɛna ɛyɛ national security ɛyɛ operation officer ɛyɛ Richard Jakpa etimi ɛne ne soldiers ɛkɔpie mu wɔ ɛyɛ King Ofori-Atta ne fie a kyɛ sɛ CCTV camera etimi capture no a kyɛ sɛ na ɔgye ɛyɛ pistol afiri ɛyɛ ni soldiers for ni bi a ɔne ɔmo kɔɔ yɛ nyinaa ama ne kɔ bowura ne dɛm ebowura ne fie abusuafo kaa ɛyɛ mi sɛ kɔɔ hɔ a keenim deɛ ka ebesi na ɛyɛ King Ofori-Atta aba bepie mu ɔman Konkono Ghana na abusuafo afaale ɛyɛ anaso wa faale ɛyɛ anaso wa siw ɛyɛ Richard Jakpa ɛwɔ kɔɔ sɛ ɛyɛ OSP ɛto ne nsa frɛ no ɔyɛ n'adwe sɛ ɔbɛba na motima fa akyi etimi akɔ akɔpie mu ɛwɔ ne fie kɔhwehwɛ ne fie a nkyɛ sɛ ɛntwa yie kɔ a kyɛ sɛ abusuafo ɛnyɛ asɛm so mepɛ sɛ yɛkɔ akɔtie nsɛm no nkyerɛ mu
Winners into brackets betting task. You are talking about two different things in one sentence. Which of them does he technically mean to abolish? Is he suggesting as the Minister for Finance that he doesn't know that there's a difference between the 10% withholding tax on lotto winnings and the 10% sport betting tax? Is that the case? Is the minister saying he doesn't know the difference?
Are there different
There are
taxes?
two different taxes. There are two different tax handles.
Passed by Parliament separately
Exactly.
or at the same time? Or
Under one act, but two different lines. So there's a 10% withholding tax on lotto winnings. That is there. And there's a 10% betting tax. The 10% betting tax is what we all know.
As sports betting.
MPP said, Baumia said, we will scrap that.
Yes,
Mahama
yes,
also
yes.
said they will scrap.
Yes.
So we were all thinking that if the minister was going to abolish the betting tax, he will be explicit
On it.
in saying that we will abolish the 10% sport betting tax. He didn't say that. He went to lay emphasis on the 10% withholding tax on lotto winnings, which is different from the betting tax, and then he puts into bracket betting tax. So he creates a confusion.
No, so the 10% on lotto earnings, has that been implemented?
Never at all.
Oh, that's confusing.
That is never implemented. But that is what the minister stresses.
No, but we don't understand that.
Point,
we don't get it.
Exactly. It is like saying something and you put another in inverted commas. The one in inverted commas is not what you mean. Is that not the case? So he says that we will abolish the 10% withholding tax on lotto winnings, which has never been implemented at all. Then he says into brackets betting tax. Which one?
So he's suggesting to the general public and to Parliament that reference to lottery, 10% of lottery winning is the same as reference to betting tax.
That is why he's saying.
That's what he's suggesting to us.
That is not the case.
That's false.
That is false. That is why
Technically
today when I raised it on Joy, the lady was saying that Joy FM even agreed with me.
Yeah, they did a fact check. They said you were right.
The two are not the same.
So that the 10% on lottery has not been implemented.
Never at all.
So there's no point abolishing it.
There's no point. So
it doesn't exist.
That is why Dr. Amin was saying that, look, if what you mean by betting tax is the 10% withholding tax on lotto winners,
then we have
never implemented that at all.
But if you mean the sports bet,
then
that we have implemented.
We agree with you.
And you can come to Parliament and change it.
That is the point.
But he doesn't seem to be talking about that.
No.
Could it be sort of an error?
He's trying to be smart. And the reason why I say he's trying to be smart is that all the taxes he's seeking to abolish, he mentioned about 10 acts or so that he's coming to Parliament with to seek amendments. All the taxes he seeks to abolish found themselves within those 10 acts he's bringing to Parliament to abolish. The act that gave birth to the 10% sport betting tax is the Income Tax Amendment Act 2023, Act 1096. He never mentioned that.
He didn't bring that up for amendment.
He didn't bring that for amendment. So if indeed he means to abolish the 10% sport betting tax, why is he not going to Parliament with the act that gives birth to that tax to amend that? Because he mentioned them, he gave a chronology of them, 10 of them. He mentioned 1, 2, 3, up to 10, Mr. Speaker. These are the bills or the acts I'm bringing to Parliament to seek amendment to cause me to impose this tax or abolish this tax. Of the 10 amendments he's seeking to submit to Parliament to seek amendments for the abolition of the taxes, the Income Tax Amendment Act that gave birth to the betting tax did not find itself there. So it raises a lot of questions. So we are all
So when the young men after the Vox Pop by radio are jubilating on the street that betting tax is gone, they have to wait.
So today as we speak, in all fairness, I want the betting tax to go quickly. Today as we speak, in the budget that was presented by the finance minister and the acts he is submitting to Parliament to seek amendment for the cancellation or scrapping of taxes, the sport betting tax is not part of it. It is not part of it. Nobody should deceive him or herself.
Really interesting.
It can be an afterthought that tomorrow they will bring it. But as we speak, as per the budget that was presented by the finance minister today, the acts is presented to Parliament to seek amendments to scrap some taxes or impose some taxes. They don't include what will enable him to abolish the 10% sport betting tax. If it comes to Parliament tomorrow with it, so be fine. So be it. But as we speak, that is not included. But we all want that to go. And so we are drawing his attention that rather what he focused on, the 10% withholding tax on lotto winning, is not the same as the sport betting tax he seeks to abolish.
As he told Parliament. And the 10% on lotto has not been implemented.
Not at all. So it is better for him to clarify. Nobody begrudges him. It is better for him to clarify and come with that. Then on the taxes they have introduced, I've heard them say that, he had a smart way to make up for the revenue shortfalls. And the smart way he's going to do that is the tax refund account that he says is going to reduce from 6% to 4%. And I heard him say that is going to save the taxpayer some cost. Jesus Christ, that is never true. The tax refund act, what is it? Government says that every year, all the non-oil revenues I collect, I will earmark 6% of that into a certain account, such that if people come to file for tax refund, I'll go to that account, dip my hands into it, and take some to pay them. If at the end of the year, how much tax refund application that come to government is not up to the amount, the remaining amount comes to the consolidated fund and government spends it. And now he says that instead of doing 6%, I'd rather take 4% of the non-oil revenue into that account to use it to pay tax refund account. It is government money. It is government money that it spends all the time, revenue. So this is no ingenuity. It doesn't save government any amount. It is money that you say that every month when I take my salary, I'll put 5 Ghana cedis aside in case demands from the family come. Then I'll use it to pay. Then today you are saying that, these days demands from family don't even come regularly. So instead of 5 cedis every month, I'm making it 3 cedis. Then you tell me that the 2 cedis that you have is a gain to you. It is your money anyway that you're supposed to spend. Government can decide that I won't even have the tax refund account. Anything is in the consolidated fund. If people file for tax refunds, then I will pay to them. There is no ingenuity anywhere. So he is not replacing or plugging the hole that has been created by the tax cuts with that. In any case, that is just about 3.8 billion. The tax cuts are far more than that. Rather, what he has done is that he is scrapping 3 taxes and replacing them with 4 new taxes. And people are not paying attention because as he was reading, where he was scrapping the taxes, he listed all of them together. So when he mentions them, they all sink and gets into your ears. But the ones he's introducing, he will put one in page 1, go to page 10, put another one, go to page 15, put another one. So you are not likely to follow it. But these are the taxes he's introducing. 1, he is introducing the growth and sustainability levy. Already, there's a growth and sustainability levy that is charged on the mining companies and those things by 1%. He says that he's increasing that to 3%.